elected branch, not an appointed branch, not employees, but people who are directly accountable to the voters. I think another one, I talked a lot about it when I was on the school board, and unfortunately there wasn't a lot that was done on it, but it's been talked about in the news a little bit lately. I think the General Counsel process, I don't know if any of you guys have looked at it in Article, it's Part A, Article 7.03, and it lays out how the General Counsel is selected. And this isn't a question or criticism of the current occupant. I brought this up under a previous mayor and under I think it's been two general counsels before the current one. But the process as it's written is a very elitist process. So it lays out the review committee, the selection committee. It's totally handed over to one profession. It's 5 lawyers that make it up. No offense to any of you that are lawyers. But I think in the public, we need a diversity of opinions and a diversity of occupations looking at these things. And it's mostly farmed out to nonprofit organizations, which I think have an input in the public arena. But when you have a general counsel that serves all of us, and I say all of us because as the chair of the Duval delegation, we are a board in the city charter. The general counsel's office is responsive to us. They draft up legislation for us. They do other things. So my thought on if you're going to keep this provision and keep some of the policy in there, that you look at the selection process is how it's done. And this transcends mayors, it transcends individual holders of the office, but that office should be responsive to the bodies that it ultimately serves and reports back to. So the chair of the school board, I think, should be a member of that. The chair of the Duval delegation should be a member of that. I think maybe the chair of JEA, the chair of JTA, the chair. I think you guys should look at that, but the general counsel serves a bunch of different entities, and so on the front end, creating a process where those have buy-in. They make maybe a recommendation to the mayor where they say, here are three people that have made it through our process. The mayor makes their selection, and then it goes to city council for confirmation. Similar to how it is done today, but that selection process, have the people on the front end doing the interviews be the one that the general counsel is going to serve then later, rather than these 5 lawyers that again, they're predominantly, part of nonprofit organizations, and that's okay, but I think this would be more inclusive and responsive and more in line with the spirit of a consolidated government. You might end up with less alignment issues, I think, if you considered that. And then the other piece that I would bring up deals with municipal elections. So my ask